city. I don't see it. So, saying that, there's so many things that are on the plate for San Antonio. I mean, you guys. I mean, I live here, so this city needs to get on the ball. A lot of things. So, I mean, it's crazy how. What's sad because we've been put out there and we believe that we could support an NFL team in this city. And yeah, I'm sure you have that because we had the San Antonio Spurs, but an NFL team is something different. I remember experiencing that. I've talked about this where um when the Saints were displaced by Katrina and we had the Saints here. They were playing in the Alamo Dome and it was awesome. It was cool to have NFL football and to have all the excitement and everything that comes along with it because that's what it is, right? On Sundays, we get together, we tailgate, but we don't have a team to do that. We don't have that. And this city is NFL hungry. Of course it is. We all love the game. We all go buy the food on Sundays or Saturdays and prepare for our Sundays, right? We build our Sundays or we live our Sundays around NFL football. And that's cool. I'm cool with that. Anyway, tell me what you think about that. Tweet at me at Johnny Compian. And I discussed this with a good friend over dinner on Sunday night. And this was in Austin. We're having dinner in Austin. And I had a conversation at the table about that, about San Antonio being in the mix for an expansion team. And they laughed. They're like, "Pff, no way. Austin is it. And I hate to turn my back on my city, but I feel like they're right. The sponsorship is there in Austin for a franchise. They want an NFL team, they want an NBA team. I mean, you have the UT Longhorns that has a huge draw during college football season. So yeah, they're used to that. We're not. We're not. We are not. You have the UTSA Roadrunners in San Antonio, kind of the big thing that last season, and buying the gear and doing all that. Went to a bowl game, whatever. Not impressed. But it's going to be interesting. I hope the mayor, he, and he says it, it's not going to be anytime soon. But if that conversation comes up, he wants to be, he wants San Antonio to be part of the conversation. And I just don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think we are ready. The fan base might be. You see the fan base here in San Antonio, and this San Antonio Spurs, 5 NBA championships. Could have had more, right? Had at least 2 more championships. But what happened? Once they started losing and you lost Tim Duncan, you lost Manu Ginobili, you lost Tony Parker, and everybody else. And Coach Pop is still there coaching these young players and trying to build that championship pedigree once again, make the mojo come back. It just seems like it's not working for us. And I'm okay with that because we've been there before. You have these conversations with friends and they're like, we want championships every year. You know what? I'm just happy we have a couple chips. We have 5. I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. I mean, I was glad and just fortunate to be around for that. Never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be around when San Antonio would score an NBA championship. Too cool. Anyway, This is Inside the Man Cave podcast show. As you can notice, live on YouTube. Follow me. Follow me, comment, jump in. I might answer your question or comment or whatever. Jump in. There's nobody literally watching right now. So jump in. Tell me what you think. If you got any questions, any comments, bring them. And if you don't, that's cool. I'm going to try to jump back on later on tonight. I wanted to come on and talk about these concert festivals that are coming around, and the Rolling Stones are in Amsterdam. We're in Amsterdam, and the day of the show, Mick Jagger ended up testing positive for. They called off the show the day of the show. How devastating was that for the fans? I mean, the stage is set up, everything's ready to go because when the Stones show up, they're there. Their crew is there a couple days before to set up that massive stage and get everything going for these cats. So they just roll in and kind of do their thing, right? It's legends. I got a chance to catch them in Austin. Horrible venue, but it was the Stones. How could you miss that? They're in your backyard. You have to commute. Got to do it. It was fun. See the Stones with my brother. Bucket list. Awesome. Great time. Free tickets. How could you not miss that opportunity? Right? But nowadays, well, this has been a problem which shows that with ticket prices, right? Ticket prices are sky high. And I see some memes out there that have been going. I think Tommy Lee of Motley Crue, who I'm going to get into in a minute, talking about the Motley Crue starting off their stadium tour. And there's so much to say about that because, you know, we've been there. The final tour, right? The final tour with Motley. And what happened there, right? What happened there? All of a sudden, they're back for more. I mean, how do you feel about that? I I was um I went to the San Antonio show and then went into I went to Las Vegas, which to doing the Las Vegas and the LA one. Didn't get a chance to, was having such a good time in Vegas that I was like, there's no way I'm leaving. But Motley's getting ready to start it back up. I'm very interested to seeing these guys. I follow Nikki Six on social media, and it's pretty crazy. He has a site on IG. It's called Nikki Picks. And it's a certified get a message, a notification that Nikki Picks starts following me. I'm always commenting on his stuff and going back and forth. So he started following me. I was like, that is pretty cool. Pretty impressive. And then I'm sure people are like, whatever. It's probably not him. I know. Might not be. I think it is. But Motley Crue is getting rid of Antonio and in Vegas. Um, very curious to see how Mick is going to do. Yeah, he's in the 70s. Mick Jagger and Stones, right? So it's going to be very interesting to kind of see what this band is going to do. And I mean, they always throw a show. I'm excited to go and check it out because what is Motley Crue? It's Motley Crue shows about just getting drunk and having fun and listening to some great music. I think the last good show that I saw of Motley was when they had the residency at the Hard Rock in Las Vegas. I did like 3 shows back to like it was like 2 back to back and then 1 on a Sunday night, and by the 2nd night, I was like my liver was already like fucking hurting because it was crazy. I mean, I showed up, I had been drinking all day because I went to Vince had a place there at Circus. He had his bar there, so of course, we're gonna pregame at Vince's place before we go to Motley, right? Why not? Why not? And of course, you get shit faced at Vince's place, walk around, check out all the cool pics, all the memorabilia, all the memories, Theater of Pain. I've been to pretty much every single tour that that band has put out. So it was exciting for me as a longtime Motley Crue fan. And of course, you're going to get a lot of people who want to see how Vince is going to do because Vince Neil has been under the microscope since he's really blown up and, gained a lot of weight. The guy lives the lifestyle. And he just doesn't give a flip. He likes to drink beer. He likes to eat food, obviously, and he likes to gamble and douche. He's a rock star. Fuck, he's Vince Neil. But people went after him. They just tore him to shreds because he did sound horrible. And I'm sure the band had to call him out and say, Vince, dude, you got to get a grip. You got to get a grip. We need to get back on the road, which was supposed to be the final tour. And Vince was like, dude, I'm retired. What are you talking about? I'm gonna fucking eat 4 pizzas or do whatever he was doing, drink a lot of beer. So he was retired anyway. So Vince decides it's time that, you know what, I'm seeing myself all over as memes and this and that. It's time to get it together. And he does. There was pictures of him on Instagram or IG with his beautiful wife. The dude's always fishing, doing cool shit. Rock star. He looks good, but does he sound good? That's the question. Does Vince Neil sound good? They're starting then one more day, there's already a promo out there that every single band member is putting out, and it's pretty cool. They had some gear, they've already put it out. You can pre-purchase a lot of the merch, which I've already bought a shirt. It's like, why not? I'm a fan. Take my money. Here, take it. Take it. All my money. I don't care. I'm just ready for the craziness. That is Motley Crue. But it's on his like a year ago. Not too sure, but he had surgery. Tommy is just like defying time. That fucker is like he's always ready. He's DJing, recording music, just doing everything that he wants to do. The dude is living. And one thing that I'm a huge Tommy Lee fan. All his solo stuff, everything that Tommy is about, that's what I'm about. I love him. I've been a huge fan since I was 16 and still am. I got to meet him like once or twice, and it was a pleasure meeting him. He's fucking crazy. It's really cool to be around, but the guy just he looks great. Looks like he's in shape. He's ready to go. Nikki, he's there. He's a family man, as a lot of these guys are, right? And they're gonna go do their thing. I'm so ready to see this on social media. Who's gonna be there? It's in Florida, right? Is it like Florida? One of those. It's gonna be very interesting. And then the show comes to Texas, San Antonio. I'm like, I wanna go, but in one night, just to go see Motley for 2 hours. That's what happened. I tried to go see the Deftones not too long ago. Fir First of all, they wanted a couple $100 just to stand on the AT&T floor. So it's like, "No, no, 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 no." 300 plus, 500 bucks just to stand. I remember the days it was like 35, 40, 78, 80, 100 was like the max. You're like, "God, I'm broke. Beer money for the week is gone." But now we're paying way above that. There's a lot of shows that are out there that people are paying outrageous amounts of money to see. I'm a huge music fan. I have been forever, but I don't see myself dropping, $1,600 for a night of Motley Crue. No. And the merch already is one shirt was $50. A plain shirt, $50. What was it made of? $50. They on every city they go to, they're gonna kill it. They're gonna kill it with merch. Everything they have will probably be gone. Every city they roll to, just scooping up cash, man. That's good for them, but bad for us, the fans, right? We're the ones that take it because we want to be entertained. And after everything we've been through in the last few years, yeah, it's really good that these bands are going to come out and do their thing and perform for us, entertain us, and you'll have all the babes come out, take their tops off. It's Motley, man. It's fucking Motley Crue. Hide your girlfriends. What do they say? Yeah, hide your girlfriends. Yeah, Motley's coming to town. But they have this. I was reading because Nikki and Tommy were talking about, people are already hitting them up for requests like, hey, dude, we want guest passes. And they're like, no, we are not there to take selfies with you. I love that. That's brilliant. We're not there to take selfies with you, dude. We're there to fucking do our shit, bang your chicks, take your money, take your $50 for a t-shirt, and move on to the next city. Gone. They're not even gonna have any tacos. They don't have time for that shit. They're like, you know what? We'll have our smoothies, our beer smoothies, and we're fucking moving on. Later. I don't blame them. Who wants to stick around in San Antonio? Fucking blows here. Anyway, I can't wait. I just I have a huge problem with the Alamo Dome. I brought that up earlier, speaking of the NFL, and then I'm thinking about it. Fuck, you got to go back in the Alamo Dome to go to this show. That's where the concert's going to be. The Motley show is going to be at the Alamo Dome, a shit fucking venue or a stadium. It's horrible there. Concessions are out of date. Everything is just horrible there. The parking, the area. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. Vegas, that's gonna be the place. It's gonna be at the new stadium where my team plays, the Raiders, the LA Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders. There you go. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be a fucking show. Okay. There you're gonna spend money and you're gonna fucking like it. Because what do you have? Sin City, Motley Crue. Oh man, be ready. I'm gonna start doing my liver right, like right now. So I'll be ready for August, whenever that shit is, September, October, whenever. I'll be there, dude. No matter what. Another question is about this tour is you have on the bill, you have Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett. It's gonna be a long fucking day, right? No disrespect to Joan, but not gonna be there. Probably won't be there. I'll probably be somewhere drinking. And to Poison, I'm good. Def Leppard, I'm out. I saw some stuff that they have Def Leppard on Sirius Satellite, and they played at the Whiskey like a week ago. They played live at the Whiskey. Joe Elliott looks horrible. He looks like an old lady. His hair, he just doesn't look right. His thing, man. That's what he does. Rick Allen looks great. Rick Savage, same thing. Dude, throw some jeans on, put a shirt on, and let's roll, man. You guys are dressing up like old ladies. A tour in her third row, and that was fucking cool as hell. That was cool. I think they still Steve Clark was alive then for that tour. I'm not too sure, but I remember seeing them and they just blew the doors. It was Def Leppard and Tesla. Fucking great ass show. Really enjoyed that. But the bands we're talking about, Nikki was talking about it, and I think Joe Elliott was talking about they have a lot of respect for Motley. Motley has a lot of respect for them. So they're gonna alternate headlining. And that's what they did a few years back. Motley toured with Kiss. And so Kiss was the headliner in San Antonio and Motley opened. Just it didn't seem right. I was like, yeah, I've seen the Kiss show. It's the same thing. I respect them. I love them. Have since I was a kid. Kiss Army. But I think Motley should have closed. But hey, it happened. It didn't sit right. I think I left like halfway through Kiss. It's like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm tired of seeing Gene stick his tongue out and Paul Stanley lip sync. Did you guys see that where they were talking about? I mean, it was all over social media that Paul Stanley was lip syncing, and Eddie Trunk on Trunk Nation. He'll question it. He's a good journalist. He's gonna go and ask the questions. He's doing his job. And that's what I respect about Eddie. He does his job. Yeah, he brags a little bit. He's a bragger. I call him bragger because he's like, "Oh yeah, I got hold on, hold on a minute. I'm getting a text message from Jakey Lee as I'm on the air. Oh, wait a minute. It's wait a it's Glenn Danzig. Hold on a minute. I'm getting another call, but I'm gonna call him back. It's the singer from Tesla. I'm gonna call him back. That's why I make fun of Eddie Trunk. He's always, yeah, you know what? I'll call him after the show and I'll ask him about this. And next time I'm on, I mean, that's a great tease and a great way to keep your audience engaged. You're talking about music. I get it. I get it. You're doing your job, Eddie. I love you for it. But stop bragging so much. We all know you know everybody. But I love you, man. You're a good dude. You keep doing this. I feel like you're the only one out there going out there and doing this kind of work, and I appreciate it. Guy, you're living in Vegas, right? I'm not too sure. So whatever I'm putting out there, they might not be facts, but I think he was staying in Vegas for a little bit or in his Vegas home, and he did a show remotely from there, which is cool. Why not? From the desert. He had Sebastian on. Sebastian is so good live. He's so good live. You know, he needs his own fucking channel or be with somebody that can compliment him well. Cause he is so hilarious. I was just laughing at everything he talked about. He's funny, man. He knows his shit too. And he's talking about he's a huge Kiss fan, memorabilia dude. So is Eddie Trunk, and they were kind of going back and forth. Hey, do you have this? No. Well, do you have this? No. Well, look at this. And they're trying to up each other on that. And I thought that was so much good banter between them. I'd love to have Sebastian or Eddie Trunk. How could you have somebody like that? You know what? Just in passing, that would be cool just to have him on. But yeah, Motley Crue. One more day and Motley's on the road. Not the old Motley. This is coming off retirement Motley. What is another year or 2 in the making where they did come out and announce this. And remember they had those contracts and all that shit, and they broke the contract and, "We're back." Oh, okay. So what do I do with my final merch? I spent a couple $100 on it. Do I still wear that, or do I just kinda hide it in the way in the back in the closet? Or can I get it okay, you know what? Can I take my merch to the Motley show and trade in my final tour merch for some of the news tour merch that costs $50 a shirt? Maybe I'll trade 2 shirts for 1. How's that? Would you guys accept that? Or give me credit for just take it back. I don't wanna wear it. Motley lives forever. What happens is these guys seen each other. They're on the road so much. Just have I don't like where you put this. Why didn't you just do that? Why are you looking at me? I'm sure they got the Dallas. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the NFL Network and I'm watching them do a yeah, Motley Crue being on the road, hating each other. Yeah, I'm sure they got to that point. Like, no, either get me off the road, or I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of Vince or Nikki. Who's the one that goes after Mick Mars? Nikki? Vince? Who? You know what? Mick, I give him lots of credit. You prop him up, you put him up, and the guy fucking goes to work. He does his fucking shit. I appreciate that from Mick Mars. He's hitting 70 years old and he's going out with these cats, in their 60s and doing his thing. I love it. I love that shit. The dude can fucking play. I'm gonna give him his props. Mick Mars can fucking play, but still, he looks a little frail. He looked frail in the final tour 'cause he's got that back deal going on and with that bone disease. So yeah, I give him props. I'm not making fun of him. I just give him props because I don't know if I can go up and do that and get on the road every day and fucking do that. So I give him a lot of credit, just like I do Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones. They can get on that. And speaking of that, I want to send out some get well wishes to Ozzy Osbourne, who had major neck surgery today. And he tweeted out a while ago saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm out of the hospital. I'm doing good. Thank you for the well wishes, and I need to start my recovery." So they're talking about Ozzy. This will make it or break it for him. Either he's going to be able to recover and keep touring again, or you know what? This is it. Ozzy's not going to get on the road again. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? Tweet at me at Johnny Compian on Twitter. Let me know how you feel about that. I love Ozzy. I got a chance to hang out with him years ago, had some beers, bummed his cigarettes, got to watch a great fucking show, back-to-back shows with Ozzy Osbourne when he was allowed back into San Antonio after being banned. And it was an honor just hanging out with the great Ozzy Osbourne. So well wishes to Ozzy. Ozzy, get back on your feet, man. The rock and roll world is not the same without you. We need you on the road. We need you on the road. How about getting the fucking Ozfest going? Sharon, get on it. When Ozzy recovers and he's well and ready to go back on the road, how about let's build another Ozfest to close it out? One more for the fucking road. An Ozfest. Remember those? Pantera, Danzig. I can go on and on. Slayer. Um, those were the days, the good fucking day, your city, and it was just like You would start partying. If they were playing on a Saturday night, you would start partying on a Wednesday and the Thursday leading into, and you thought it was the next day, but shit, you still had a whole day. So you know what? You just continued to drink and to keep going. So when you got to the day of the Ozfest, you were primed and ready. So when Pantera would hit the stage, you were just walking in the venue and you would fucking get ready to throw down and have a fucking good, because when Pantera and Ozzy and Danzig and on and on was in your town, I love the fact that I got to partake in those great vintage shows. I call them vintage because that's what they are. You're not gonna get anything like that anymore. All those youngsters and people who missed out on those, man, I feel for you. Those were good memories. Good memories. Anyway, I digress once again. Ozzy, get better. We miss you. Get better, man. We want you back on the road. Anyway, I'm going to close out um, with this. Tweet at me at Johnny Compian. This is Inside the Man Cave. Follow me on Twitter, on all social media. Just look me up. Look me up. Comment on these videos. I'm gonna try to pop on and do more of these videos, and I appreciate the support. I appreciate it. I know you're out there. Thank you to my friends, my personal friends, who continue to support me and watching these podcasts and these videos. Yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys or bring you on. That'd be cool. Till next time or later tonight, I'm signing off. Inside the Man Cave Podcast Show with Johnny Compion.